Yo guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, it is a video that is not going to be about me making a guide or anything, but rather me showing you a website that I have made for Future Fight. So as you can see, this is a website that I have made and tried to make it just for new players, veterans, and those even that are still playing and know a lot about the game. This is a very helpful website, and I hope that many of you can gain a lot of benefit from it. So you can go ahead and check it out in the description below. So today I'll cover up everything that we have on this website. So we've got a guides page, a characters page, and a P-cards page, each one of them with their own respective topic. So if we go over to guides, as you can see, we have 4 guides right now. But if this website gets popular enough, then there will be even more coming in the future. Each one of them is explained thoroughly, so you'll be able to understand it with no problem, and each one of them is given with their own credits to whoever made this guide. So for example, this starter characters, it was made by Shivanish, and this one, the best card set for new or returning players, this one was made by Malkoth. This one, which was also made by me, this one I have made it to describe how much each native character costs to tier 4, tier 3, or Transect potential if you want. And this last one, it is a top 5 PvP characters list, which was obviously made by Marine Velvet. So these are the 4 guys that we have. I'll obviously make more, given that this website gets popular enough for it. The next page, it is going to be for the characters page. Now, the characters page only has tier 4s. I would try to make it for all the 200 plus characters, however, there is many of them that I do not know what CTPs they need and so on and so forth, except some supports and some PvP characters and whatnot. But I'll put that into consideration. If you guys want that, then let me know. But right now we only have 91 of the tier 4s that are currently in the game. So as you can see, we've got a filter, which is for PvE, PvP, hybrid, and support. And you can search for the character, and then each one of them will tell you what's their best uniform, what CTP they need, and what obelisk they need. If the character does not have an obelisk, it's a support or just does not need it, such as Agent Venom, as you can see. You use them for support in PvP, or if you want, you can go ahead and use them as a dealer if you want to, since I've seen many people use them for it as a dealer. So if we go to, for example, PvE, it also displays how many PvE characters there are, such as like Ant-Man, Beast, Beta Ray Bill, so on and so forth. There's hybrids page, there's a sports page, PvP page, and all of them as well. And as you can see, each one of them is tells you exactly what they need, what build, and so on and so forth. And we have also obviously placed Mephisto. However, the image sometimes does not load because I'm waiting on Thanos Vib's website to post the images, and right now I'm hosting this off of Discord, so sometimes this just decides to break randomly. So that's why Mephisto's image is not there. However, we still have the uniform, the build needed, and so on and so forth. As you can see, CTP, if you want to use them for a hybrid, then it would be Rage or Judgment, and then for PvE, only for PvE, then it would be for competition. And then we, of course, have Hellstorm as well. Again, same issue because I'm hosting this off of Discord. The uniform is there, CTP is there, and the obelisk is also there. So this all covers it entirely. If you go to, for example, Ghost Rider, because Ghost Rider's old uniform is not that different from the new one, if you want to get the new one, then the new one would be for PvP. I should probably change this to a hybrid, so I'll need to change this into a hybrid, because if you do not have his old one, and you want to use it for a hybrid, then the new one would be good. However, if you have the old one but do not want it for PvP, then you would stay with the old one. Regardless though, both of them use Rage or Judgment, and so on and so forth. The same applies to Taskmaster. I was supposed to also have like a cut off out of this one, but it's not there for some reason. I'll fix this up later. But regardless though, that is also another thing to consider. So all of these are there. Every single tier 4 needed in the game is also there. This will also obviously be updated real time. So if we get a new tier 4, I'll try my best to instantly put it in the website as soon as I figure out what build they need and if they're proc friendly or not, and so on, so forth. So yeah, the character build, which many of you will probably are going to need to go into if you want to know much about it. The next and last one, it is P-cards, and the P-cards doesn't really need much explanation. It's the same concept as filter for PvE, PvP, and a hybrid. And if you go to, for example, one of them, for example, the Amazing Spider-Man, you would show, and then it tells you why this one is good, for example. And then you can go again into this one. It tells you which cards are good, which cards are not. If you go to the hybrid ones, it will tell you why this one is a hybrid, and so on and so forth. This applies to all P cards, and any new P cards we get, obviously it will get updated as well. So yeah, this is pretty much for the website. There are obviously a few issues, like if you go to the about, as you can see, this is just the color is not correct, as you can see. And then if you go back home, as you can see on the top, it says Future Fight HQ. But this was obviously, I made this as a placeholder until I found out a better name, which is Black Panther HQ. It's not the best, but it gets the job done. So yeah, and then you can go to the about me, and then there's everything in there. If you want to join the Discord, it's right there. And if you want to visit the YouTube again, it's also right there. So yeah, that's generally all that there is for this website. I really hope that this website will be able to be useful for many of you. If it is, let me know down below if you found this very useful and whatnot. There'll be a future update that I might go ahead and make, is that for the characters that can do PvE, so for example, these PvE ones and the hybrid ones, I might add a rotation on it, telling you what their rotation is. So if you want to know, for example, how to use Carnage for World Boss Legend, if you want to know how to use Ghost Rider, so on and so forth, then I might just put a rotation on there and even maybe make a few second video next to it so that it can show you how you can play this correctly, in case you really want to know how this character can work and how you can go ahead and play him. So yeah, that's pretty much all that I can cover for today's video. If you have enjoyed it, please like and subscribe, and let me know down below if you're going to benefit from this website. So yeah guys, I'll see you all in the very next video. Goodbye.